Getting your Canadian visa or permanent residency approved is only half the journey. The other half, the part almost nobody talks about, is choosing where in Canada you actually settle. And that decision can be the difference between thriving within your first year and struggling for 5. Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories, and they are nothing alike. One province has 0 provincial sales tax and oil industry salaries. Another has the lowest housing prices in the country and a provincial nominee program that practically welcomes you with open arms. One is stunningly beautiful but will quietly drain your bank account through rent alone. And one requires you to speak French to truly thrive, no matter how good your English is. Today I am breaking down the 5 best provinces to live in Canada in 2026. Not just the popular ones everyone defaults to, but the ones that actually make sense based on your job, your budget, and your life goals. Let us get into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Praise and I run Social and Travels, a travel and migration support company that helps people navigate visa applications and international relocation, including Canada. If you have followed this channel, you already know I have covered Canadian work visas and express entry, but today we are going one level deeper. Once you are actually approved to move, where should you go? Let us break down the top 5. Before the rankings, I want to explain why this choice carries so much weight. Canada's population reached approximately 41.47 million people as of January 2026, with a national unemployment rate of 6.6% as of May 2026, but that number hides enormous regional variation. Some provinces have tight, competitive labor markets where it can take months to land a job. Others are actively begging skilled workers to come because their labor markets cannot keep up with demand. The same applies to cost of living, immigration pathways, climate, and community. Choosing the right province is not about finding the best one in some absolute sense. It is about matching a province's specific strengths to your specific situation, your profession, your budget, your family needs, and your tolerance for cold winters. Let us go through the 5 that, in 2026, offer the strongest overall combination of opportunity and livability. Number 5, Saskatchewan, the fast-track, low-cost option. Saskatchewan consistently ranks among the most underrated provinces for newcomers, and for good reason. It offers one of the lowest costs of living in the entire country alongside one of the most flexible and accessible provincial immigration programs anywhere in Canada. Why it makes the list? The Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SINP, is known specifically for its flexibility and comparatively low CRS score requirements, making it one of the more accessible PR pathways in the country, particularly through specialized streams in agriculture and engineering. Saskatchewan maintains the lowest provincial sales tax in Canada at just 6%, and the cost of living in cities like Regina sits around $2,531 per month for a single person, with average one-bedroom rent around $1,228 and average home prices around $344,800, dramatically lower than Toronto or Vancouver. The job market is strongest in agriculture, mining, energy, and increasingly IT, and the province offers genuine sunshine advantages too, with 2 national parks, 36 provincial parks, and significant time outdoors compared to other prairie provinces. The honest trade-off, Saskatchewan's job market, while growing, is smaller and less diverse than Ontario or British Columbia. This is a province best suited to people moving with confirmed job offer already in hand, although specifically in agriculture, mining, energy, or engineering fields where Saskatchewan's demand is strongest. Best for newcomers prioritizing affordability and a faster, more flexible PR pathway, particularly those in agriculture, engineering, or resource sectors. Number 4, Alberta, the high-salary, no-sales tax powerhouse. Alberta consistently appears near the top of every credible Best Province ranking for 2026, and the reasons are concrete and financial. Why it makes the list? Alberta has no provincial sales tax at all, a genuinely significant saving compared to provinces that stack a provincial tax on top of the federal GST. Combined with high-paying jobs, particularly in energy and engineering, Alberta offers one of the best income-to-cost of living ratios in the entire country. In fact, average salaries in Alberta are projected to reach approximately $80,000 in the energy and engineering sectors in 2026, notably higher than the national average salary range of $59,000 to $65,000. Housing in Calgary and Edmonton remains significantly more affordable than Toronto or Vancouver, while still offering big city amenities, schools, universities, hospitals, family-friendly neighborhoods, parks, and sports facilities. Immigration is supported through the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, AAIP, a provincial nominee stream specifically designed to fast-track skilled workers and entrepreneurs. The honest trade-off: Alberta's economy remains significantly tied to the oil and gas sector, which means it can be more volatile than other provinces depending on global energy prices. Winters are also genuinely cold, colder than what most Nigerians will have ever experienced, even compared to other Canadian provinces. Best for skilled trade workers, engineers, and oil and gas professionals seeking strong income potential and affordable family living without sacrificing big city infrastructure. Number 3. Manitoba, the affordability and community champion. Manitoba has quietly become one of the most immigrant-friendly provinces in all of Canada, and in 2026 it deserves serious consideration for anyone prioritizing affordability without sacrificing quality of life. Why it makes the list. Manitoba offers Canada's lowest electricity rates. Average home prices around $373,000 to $377,000, and grocery prices roughly 25% lower than in Ontario. Winnipeg, the provincial capital, holds the lowest municipal property taxes among major Canadian cities, and the cost of living sits around $2,697 per month for a single person, still meaningfully below the national big city average. Manitoba also offers a universal $10 a day childcare program, which significantly reduces monthly expenses for families with young children, a detail that matters enormously for Nigerian families planning to relocate with children. The Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, provides one of the most simplified and accessible PR pathways in the country, and the province offers genuinely strong settlement support specifically for newcomers, including Manitoba Start, Success Skills Center, Seed Winnipeg, and the Immigrant Center Manitoba, all organizations specifically built to help new immigrants find work and adjust to life in Canada. Manitoba is also one of the most ethnically and culturally diverse provinces in the country, with over 200 languages spoken across its population, meaning a strong likelihood of finding community, including established Nigerian and broader African communities, particularly in Winnipeg. The honest trade-off. Winters in Manitoba are genuinely harsh, among the coldest in the country, even though the province also gets the sunniest winter season in Canada with over 358 hours of winter sunshine. The job market, while stable, is not as dynamic or fast-moving as Ontario or British Columbia, particularly in tech. Best for families prioritizing affordability, strong settlement support, and community diversity, and skilled workers in healthcare, manufacturing, or education. Number 2. British Columbia, the lifestyle and tech leader. British Columbia consistently ranks among the most desirable Canadian provinces, combining stunning natural beauty with a genuinely modern, dynamic economy. Why it makes the list. BC offers the mildest winters of any major Canadian province, making it the most climate-friendly option on this list for anyone genuinely worried about Canadian winters. Vancouver and Victoria provide excellent job opportunities specifically in technology, film production, healthcare, and trade. BC has become a genuine North American tech hub, attracting major companies and talent. The BC Provincial Nominee Program offers structured immigration pathways for skilled workers and entrepreneurs, and the province maintains strong, well-established community support system for newcomers, including extensive multicultural and international communities, particularly in Metro Vancouver. The honest trade-off, and it is a significant one. British Columbia is also one of the most expensive provinces in all of Canada. Vancouver's housing costs are among the highest in the entire country, frequently rivaling or exceeding Toronto. This is a central tension of BC, extraordinary lifestyle and climate benefits paired with a genuinely difficult affordability picture, particularly for anyone arriving without significant savings or a high-paying job already secured. Best for tech professionals, entrepreneurs, and nature lovers with strong earning potential who can absorb the higher cost of living in exchange for climate, lifestyle, and career opportunity. Number 1. Ontario, the biggest opportunity, the biggest trade-off. Ontario remains the single most popular destination for newcomers to Canada, and despite genuine affordability challenges, it earns the top spot on this list because of the sheer scale of opportunity it offers. Why it makes the list. Ontario is Canada's most populous province and hosts the country's largest job market by a significant margin, including Toronto, Ottawa, Mississauga, Hamilton, London, Kitchener-Waterloo, and many other strong secondary cities. The province offers genuinely diverse job opportunities across technology, finance, healthcare, education, and manufacturing, meaning that regardless of your specific profession, Ontario is statistically the province most likely to have active demand in your field. Ontario offers multiple provincial nominee program streams through the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP, giving skilled workers, international students, and entrepreneurs several distinct pathways toward permanent residency. The province is home to world-class universities, including the University of Toronto and McMaster University, exceptional hospital and healthcare networks, and some of the strongest, most established multicultural communities anywhere in Canada, including a very large and well-established Nigerian community, particularly in the Greater Toronto area. The honest trade-off, housing costs in central Toronto and Ottawa are genuinely among the highest in the entire country. The smart strategy that most successful newcomers use is looking beyond the most famous neighborhoods entirely. Areas like Ottawa, London, Hamilton, Kingston, Windsor, Barrie, or Kitchener-Waterloo offer significantly more attainable housing while remaining within reach of Ontario's broader job market and infrastructure. Best for newcomers prioritizing the largest possible job market, access to world-class education, healthcare, and the largest, most established multicultural and Nigerian community in Canada, provided you are strategic about exactly which city or region within Ontario you settle in. Before we wrap up, I want to mention a few additional provinces that did not make the top 5 but deserve a quick mention depending on your specific priorities. New Brunswick consistently ranks as one of the most affordable provinces in the entire country, with some of the lowest average home prices in Canada and a genuinely welcoming, slower-paced lifestyle in cities like Moncton, Fredericton, and St. John. It is an excellent option specifically for those prioritizing radical affordability and a quieter pace of life, supported through the Atlantic Immigration Program, which offers a streamlined path to permanent residency with a valid job offer. Quebec deserves mention for anyone who speaks French or is genuinely willing to learn it. Montreal offers culture, strong universities, excellent public transit, a growing tech sector, and meaningfully lower housing costs than Toronto or Vancouver. But French proficiency is genuinely important for work, government services, and long-term integration in Quebec specifically, which is why it sits outside the top 5 for most Nigerian newcomers who are not already French-speaking. Newfoundland and Labrador is worth knowing about specifically for its remarkably low property prices, among the lowest entry points in the entire country, combined with surprisingly strong average salaries, particularly in the mining and hydropower sectors, creating one of the highest disposable income ratios of any province for the right profession. Let me leave you with a practical framework for making this decision yourself, because ultimately the best province is the one that matches your specific situation. Start with your profession. Research whether your specific industry is strong in your target province. Tech, for example, is strongest in Ontario, British Columbia, and increasingly Alberta. Healthcare shortages exist across virtually every province, but Manitoba and Saskatchewan offer particularly accessible immigration pathways for healthcare workers specifically. Energy and engineering favor Alberta and increasingly Saskatchewan and Newfoundland. Be honest about your budget. If you are moving with significant savings or a high-paying confirmed job offer, the higher cost of Ontario or British Columbia may be entirely manageable in exchange for the opportunity they offer. If you are moving with more limited resources, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, or New Brunswick will stretch your money significantly further while you establish yourself. Consider your immigration pathway specifically. If you do not yet have a job offer and need a provincial nominee program with realistic, accessible requirements, Manitoba and Saskatchewan currently offer some of the most newcomer-friendly PNP streams in the country. If you already have a strong CIS score or confirmed job offer, Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta all offer excellent dedicated streams too. Think honestly about climate. If genuinely harsh winters are a deal breaker for you, British Columbia offers by far the mildest climate of any major province on this list, though that comes paired with the highest cost of living. Think about family and community. If you are moving with children, research specific school catchments, childcare costs. Manitoba's $10 a day program is a significant practical advantage, and the presence of an established Nigerian or broader African community, which remains strongest and most established in the Greater Toronto area within Ontario. And that is a complete picture. The 5 best provinces to live in Canada in 2026, plus a few honourable mentions worth knowing about, and a practical framework to help you make this decision based on your own specific situation, rather than just going wherever everyone else seems to be going. Getting your visa or your PR approved is a massive milestone, but choosing the right province to actually build your life in is just as important a decision, and it deserves just as much research and intention. If this video helped you think through where to settle in Canada, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who is planning their move. Subscribe to the channel because I post visa guides, migration strategies, and content specifically built to help you make smart, informed decisions about your move abroad. Not just get the visa, but actually thrive once you arrive. Drop a comment telling me which province you are leaning toward and why. I read every single one and love hearing about people's specific situations. And if you need professional support navigating your Canadian immigration journey, from visa applications to understanding which province and pathway fits you best, reach out to Social and Travels. The link is in the description. See you in the next video.